Hey everyone, this is Coach Ryan Chapman from B.A.S.E Training, and I just wanted to go through real quick and give you my top 3 swim tips. Have a lot of people come to me for total immersion swim training, and the whole total immersion course, all the material there. While overall it's not terribly complicated, there's quite a few elements to it, and I wanted to break that down to my top 3 swim tips. So if you're looking for the top 3 things that will change your swimming in the shortest amount of time, these are my personal top 3, the things that I think you'll find the most benefit from in the shortest amount of time if you just change these 3 quick things in your swimming. Some of them are harder than others, but I think you'll see benefit from all of them if you dedicate yourself to them. Okay. If you have any questions about them, feel free to contact me. My email is on this presentation, and I'm happy to talk to you about it. Okay, so here we go. The big 3. Number 1 is head position. I see a lot of people come in to my swim lessons looking pretty much ahead at a 45-degree angle or down. Okay, so I'm talking about right here, or I'm sorry, looking forward or looking ahead at a 45-degree angle. Okay, so what I want you to try is letting your head hang between your hands, okay, or between your arms, between your biceps. It does not necessarily, I have this arrow pointing straight down here. It does not necessarily have to be exactly straight down, but I want you to let the water support your head. I want you to feel the water supporting your head and not use neck muscles to lift your head up or to press your head into your chest. Some people go overboard and actually bury their head in the water, okay? So let the head hang, let the water support your head, and try to relax the neck muscles so that they're not doing a lot of work. That's actually using up energy that you could be using elsewhere to move yourself forward, okay? It doesn't help you move forward. That's why we want the head position to be that way. Relaxation, and it also brings the legs up. If for most people it brings the legs up, if you relax the head and not look forward, it'll help bring your legs up and make you more horizontal in the water like this picture is. Okay. Number 2, slice to the 4 o'clock position, as I call it. If you were to imagine that this page is a clock and 12 o'clock was straight up, then the surface of the water would be 3 o'clock, and then you would have the arm coming down at about 4 o'clock. This might be slightly exaggerated from what we really need to be in this little diagram here, but you don't want to reach over the top of the water and slap down on the top of the water. You want to slice in just forward of the head and a little bit wide of the head and slice down to this 4 o'clock position. Why do we want to do that? Well, you'll notice that this first part of your stroke here, after you have your arm extended, would be wasted if it was up near the surface of the water or if you slapped in from the surface. So if your hand slaps in up here, this whole portion of the stroke right here is basically pushing water down, which is not what you really want. You want to be pushing water back this way. So what we do basically is skip that whole section of the stroke, slice down in, and then we can push water back or actually hold on to water as we move past it rather than pushing the water down. What does pushing the water down right in here do? You have a fulcrum point in here. It ends up lifting the head and dropping the legs when you push down on the water out here. When you push back, it moves you forward. Okay, so that's why we want to slice down to 4 o'clock. Most people I see reaching out over the water, slapping down, and then pushing down on the water. Okay, number 3, front quadrant timing. Okay, don't be tempted to pull the lead arm early, okay? So what I see a lot of people doing is this lead arm gets fully extended or sometimes not even fully extended. They begin to pull that lead arm without any regard for where this arm is in the recovery, okay? You end up with kind of a windmill stroke, which is arms almost at 180 degrees from each other and just windmilling, okay? So what you want to do is wait until the right moment. You want to let this other arm that is in recovery here get wet before you begin to pull this one. So this one needs to come up here and start slicing down to that 4 o'clock position before this one goes. Okay, so you hold on to your streamline here. this one comes up, and when it's about to go, you make the switch. This one pulls, this one slices forward. So don't let this one pull when when this other one is still back here by the hip. Okay. Um, what are the reasons for that? One of the reasons is because before that recovery arm is ready to go, if you start pulling, you lose your streamline early, you create drag, and you also lose some of the potential energy you get from your high hip and your high shoulder slicing in. When those two things happen at the same time, when the pull and the slicing in happen at the same time, the result is much better. Okay, so those are my big three. The third one is the hardest one of them all, maintaining that front quadrant timing. The other two you can probably incorporate really quickly, but try out that front quadrant timing. Let that lead arm stay out there a little bit longer. It doesn't mean lead arm stays out while the recovery arm catches at the hip and stays idle. It stays out as the recovery arm comes around and then makes its catch and pull as the recovery arm is slicing in to become the lead arm, if that makes any sense. Okay. Like I said, questions, contact me. There's my email and my website, and I'd be happy to talk with you more about this. But hopefully these three quick tips will help you just make some quick changes in your swimming, and you'll see some improvement right away. Thanks for watching.